At this point, the leaves don't matter. You know what I'm saying? At this point, whether there's leaves on this tree or whether there are no leaves on this tree, what actually matters the most is that there's a tree branch and a tree stem and roots to hold on to into the ground. It's 5 p.m. in LinPRinP world, you guys. Welcome back to another episode of Laraddiji's LinPRinP. It's the DIYT section of this channel, the Do It Yourself Today section of this channel. And in this video, I'm going to be going over how I made this family tree. I've always wanted to do a family tree for the longest time, and I decided this was the best time to do one. I looked it up on Google Images, how I could combine my love for hearts, put it into a family tree idea, and these were the pictures that I got. So what I had to do was use my acrylic paints that I've always had for a little bit since last year and get thumbprints, put them together in the shape of a heart. And, I did this for the entire family with their favorite color. And then I proceeded to cut out the shapes of the hearts. And that would be the leaves on my family tree. So I decided I wasn't going to do pictures on my family tree. I decided I wasn't going to do, sometimes some people do leaf branches. Sometimes some people do, sometimes some people do thumbprint. So I decided to go with the thumbprint idea with, everyone's favorite color. And then I proceeded to get everyone's fingerprints. And then I outlined it with my pencil to make it a full heart. And then I decided to cut out the favorite, the best looking heart picture out of the bunch that I had. And then I proceeded with my $1 canvas, and I painted the tree branch and the roots into the ground, and then pasted the thumbprint hearts that I had. So that was my idea, and I'm so glad how it turned out. The only thing I wish I did was get the hearts in a smaller shape. So maybe that would be another idea for maybe next year's family tree. I think that's going to be a tradition for my LinPRinP family, where I do a family tree, something family. I think last year or 2 years ago I did a full handprint, and as my kids are growing, we are all growing. Their handprints are getting bigger, so it's like a tradition for me at this point to do a sort of family tree that I can post in the living room somewhere and see how we are growing together as a family. So everything I do on my channel has to do with peaceful living in peace to resting in peace. Anything I do on my channel has to do with that in some form of way. So I'm sure you're wondering, what has a family tree got to do with living a peaceful life? And this is how I see it. As I began to draw the stem and branches of my family tree on the canvas, I realized something. A thought came to my mind that you see how these tree branches are? You see how the stem is holding the branches, and you see how the floor is holding on to the roots. These all have meanings. If the tree stem didn't have a good soil to hold on to, right, the tree is most likely going to bend and fall and break. Or when there's a windstorm or something, it can get blown away. But the tree is rooted in something so strong that is holding that tree up. And that means something in our lives, right? Whatever your belief is, that is what is holding you and your family together. So make sure whatever is holding your family together is God. Make sure you are rooted in God's word, so that when the winds come and there's a storm, you're not going to get blown away in these troubles of life. Another thing is, as I drew that tree branch and the tree stem, and the roots into the ground, I realized something. At this point, the leaves don't matter. You know what I'm saying? At this point, whether there's leaves on this tree or whether there are no leaves on this tree, what actually matters the most is that there's a tree branch and a tree stem and roots to hold onto into the ground. That's what matters the most, because at the end of the day, the leaves will come out in their own season and then they will fall off in another season. So just like life is, we are born into this world, we grow up, and then we grow old, and then we fall down and die. That's just life. That's how it's been, and that's how it will forever be. There's nobody in this world that's going to live forever. Have you ever seen a tree where there was one leaf that continues to hold on and hold on and hold on and hold on forever? It can never happen. There is a season where the leaves are going to come, they are going to bud, they're going to show their flowers, and then there's a season where all those leaves are going to fall down and die, and then they go back into the earth. They join the old ones. You know, that's why Avatar is one of my favorite movies of my entire life. You know, you see that they have this tree that holds on to the past of the older ones that have gone. Their memories are in that tree, in that life force. And that's how I see life exactly. You know, our tree branches, our family name. That's why it's called the family tree. Our family name. We didn't just, drop into this world out of the sky. We came from a lineage of ancestors that have passed on. There's no way Lara can be right now if my grandmother wasn't there, if my great-grandmother wasn't there, if my great-great-grandmother wasn't born. I wouldn't be here. Just the same as my brothers or my parents wouldn't be born if there weren't other generations before us. So that's how I see life. I see life as me existing because other people have existed before me. That is the tree, and that is the life force that is driving us today. We are mere leaves in this tree of life. We are mere leaves that will grow. We're going to come out, turn green, and then as we age and our seasons start falling, we are going to change colors and we are going to die. That's just how life is. Fortunately and unfortunately, right? So this, peaceful living, this is exactly why it's very important that as we are holding on to that tree of life, that we are not wasting our time doing things that's going to speed up the time that we have in this world. That is why it's very important that as we live this life, that we know that our leaves are going to fall down at one point. And what legacy do you want to leave behind for the other leaves that are going to come after us? What legacy do you want to leave behind? What do you want to leave behind for the other generations that are coming after you to see? What do you want to inspire them? What do you want to do that's going to inspire them to live better lives? Because there are other lives that's coming after them. It's very important that we have this in the back of our minds, that our leaf is not going to hold on forever. And this is what I've gotten from doing this project today. As I go about my day-to-day activities, I'm always inspired to do something. And what I'm realizing is that I love creating something. And you might think, oh, this is rubbish. Who cannot draw a tree on green grass and blue skies? It's definitely very easy until you want to do one by yourself. But yes, at the end of the day, our leaves are going to fall. Let's make use of our time peacefully. Let's inspire others. Let's leave legacies of peace so that the people coming after us can live peaceful lives, and enjoy the life that God has given unto us. So what I'm doing here is putting the leaves together of all the different colors depicting different family member. And the ones on the floor are the ones that have passed on, and we are paying homage to those ones that have left us and gone because they have no choice, just like we won't have a choice at the end of our lives. That is why it's very important that we live a peaceful life, so that at the end of the day, we can rest in peace. Thank you guys for watching this episode. I'm so excited. You guys subscribe if you haven't subscribed to Laraddiji's LinPRinP. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Right? And, join the LinPRinP family. Let's see what we can create together. And if you want to do this for your own family as well, these are the things that makes coming home to me special, because I'm going to put this right in front of my doorway. When I come in, that's the first thing I see. And it just makes me laugh. It makes me smile inside, and it makes me happy seeing that I did something together with my family, because at the end of the day, family is all that matters. Your work, your job, if you're not there anymore, no, I don't think anybody is going to miss you. Anywhere else you are in the world, your family is all that matters at the end of the day, the relationship you keep with them. And I realized something. I didn't get to put the sun. The sun is very important for this tree to live on. And I forgot to put the sun. So definitely next year we will address that in our new family tree that I'm hoping to do next year. So definitely watch out for DIYT space for more creative arts. And at the end of the day, let's love our neighbors as ourselves. And remember to rest in peace. We all need to be living in peace. Stay blessed, you guys. Bye. You'll see me in my next one. You see me in my next one. See me in my next one. You'll see me in my next one. To-do.